We hear it in the news all the time. The European Green Deal is the next industrial revolution. But what is it? And what has the EU actually done so far? The deal was launched more than 2 years ago by the European Commission, with the overarching aim for the EU to become the world's first climate-neutral bloc by 2050. The deal aims to achieve three main goals. Firstly, no net emissions of greenhouse gases by 2050, with a strong focus on energy, as that currently makes up 75% of the EU's total greenhouse gases. The second goal is to completely decouple economic growth from resource exploitation. And the third is to ensure that no person and no place in the EU is left behind. In short, it is a green vision for Europe that is currently being led by Frans Timmermans, the first vice president of the European Commission. Yes, it's quite the job title, right? For more information on the hierarchy of the EU Commission, check out the 3-minute video linked above. There is also a significant amount of money behind the green transition, estimated at around 1 trillion euros from 2020 to 2030. Half is funded by the EU budget and the emission trading scheme, and the other half from the Invest EU fund. So, climate neutrality by 2050. Sounds great, right? But how do we do it? The European Green Deal is a package of policy initiatives, ranging across 8 areas. Some progress has already been made within each of these areas. For example, climate, where the European Climate Law entered into force in the summer of 2021, which has made a 55% emission reduction by 2030 legally binding for all member states. Now, before I continue, I would like to ask you to please subscribe and like the video. I am a new channel, and it would really help me grow. Thank you. Next, there's energy, where the EU has agreed on the EU Renovation Wave policy, which will overhaul 220 million buildings within the EU by 2050 to make them more environmentally friendly. There are already multiple ongoing EU building projects to help facilitate this change. So what is the EU working on next? Well, within the environment area, there is a Biodiversity 2030 strategy, where the EU plans to create protected areas covering at least 30% of the EU's land and sea area. This includes planting 3 billion trees across the EU. Then there's agriculture, where the EU is promoting its farm-to-fork strategy, where pesticide use will be reduced by 50% and organic farming will be increased to 25% of all farming. But the major initiative this decade is the Fit for 55 package, which includes policies and regulations within all areas to meet the new European climate law of reducing emissions by 55% by 2030. As you can see, there are plenty of EU actions to achieve this goal. And that is not all. There are plenty of other policies not mentioned here today. And with Russia invading the Ukraine, the Commission wants to move away from Russian gas even quicker, giving the EU even more incentive to adopt green energy policies. However, some still claim that climate neutrality by 2050 is a very ambitious goal, and it remains to be seen whether it is realistic. But what do you think? Will the EU be the first continent in the world to achieve this? Let me know in the comments.